This Sonic game is a sequel to a Sonic game where nobody cared about, except for me. I liked Sonic Drift 1, so I'm excited to see what the sequel has to offer. Will it be a big improvement or the most irrelevant fall off in the 90s? Well, let's find out. Despite having a blurb of a story in Sonic Drift 1, there is no lore in Sonic Drift 2, so I'm just gonna assume they're all competing for the Sonic Drift race and try to win. Also, Eggman tries to take over the world by setting up his own track. This is the best assumption due to the final boss in the game, but enough of that, let's get to the GPs. There are 3 GPs, or Grand Prix, and each GP has 6 tracks. The point system is similar to Sonic Drift 1, but there is one new feature. When you get first place, you get a Chaos Emerald. This makes it so that when you're tied with another player, the one with the most Chaos Emeralds wins first place. You also need all the Chaos Emeralds for the final GP in order to beat the game. This makes getting first place more special with its own animation, completion, and overall advantage of winning the GP. Glad to see a little detail adding a bit of spice to the sequel already. Now let's get to the characters. Each character has a strength, weakness, and special item which costs 2 wings or coins for Mario Kart 8 players. These items usually consist of a dash, jumping, or a projectile that is hard to use, but you can master as you get really good at the character. In order to rank these characters, I put them in a tier list and starting off with the Eggman tier. And oh my god, Eggman is so bad in this game. His strength claims that he's sturdy, but he has bad acceleration. So what is the point of being sturdy if one item could mess up your entire run? And a special item is a mine, so it's a good projectile, but one other character can also do that. So his character is completely useless in this entire game. There's no point of playing Eggman unless you want to make your life harder. All the other characters are balanced, but I think some are slightly better than others. If we go back to the tier list, we got the fun but faulty tier. Tails has no pros, but also has no cons. Legit, that's what it says in the manual. And his power is to jump high. There's nothing much to Tails, he's more of an all-round default type. So he's good if you did not play the first Sonic Drift. Next up is Fang. Fang's acceleration is pretty good, however his handling and steering is a little wonky on how it controls. The item is just a reskin of the mine. He's decent, but I just play as him because he has the best style. Mainly his vehicle was from an actual game. Okay, next tier, which is called the Good Upgrade. This consists of 2 iconic characters from Sonic CD, Metal Sonic and Amy Rose. Metal Sonic's item is just a super dash that is faster than the average speed boost, but instead of costing 2 wings, it costs 3. Metal Sonic is really fast, which may cause some handling issues, but if you're good at this game, it can become a really powerful character. Amy Rose's item is a heart, which makes you really slow and basically impossible to steer for a few seconds. Her acceleration and speed is pretty decent. Again, Amy and Metal Sonic have the same problem of steering not being the best, which is what the best tier is for, with Sonic being basically Metal Sonic, albeit a little slower, and the dash only costing 2 wings. And Knuckles having the smoothest ride out of all of them. His item is just a basic jump, but can also act as a horn item for Mario Kart 8, which if you don't know, basically means all players close to Knuckles will be stunned when the special item is used. However, there is one fault to Knuckles, being that he is the slowest racer out of the bunch, but not too slow to be unbearable. And that's all the characters. They're more balanced and have more versatility than the first one, so it is overall a pretty good upgrade. However, I just have one question. Why is Knuckles' cart so ugly, bro? Oh my god, it's like one of those cat vehicles, bro. Like, what are you riding in, a Tonka? Most of the items have been transferred to the sequel, except for one new item, which is just a mine similar to Fang's or Eggman's power-up. There are obstacles like Flash, which just creates a flash wing like you're in a CSGO lobby, and Reverse, which reverses your steering for a split second. These obstacles bring a new set of difficulty when driving, so even if you master driving, other races can pressure you into bumping into the other obstacles. Before we get to the level design, please hit the subscribe button and like the video, so that you won't miss another installment of me playing every Sonic game, even Sonic 06. In the first game, I was mad that I had repeated courses, and apparently I'm still the hedgehog, because they seem to went back in time to fix this and added 18 different courses, with 4 of them having a part 2, so technically 14 different courses, which is still good for 3 GPs. Of course, the more you go down to GPs, the better the courses, with new gimmicks spicing them up, like half pipes, tunnels which give you epilepsy, an ice level where instead of making it slippery, it adds iceberg, which is a nice touch. And I didn't even mention the space yet. And yes, the space actually has details like Eggman's machines and stars. Most of these levels comes from past games, which is a good throwback for someone who played every Sonic game before this one, aka me. With a very good level design, let's see how much it complements the gameplay. The scoring encourages better driving and lets you focus even if you are far ahead, especially to defeat the final boss at the end. There is also more strategies, such as intentionally getting behind someone like Metal Sonic so that you can hit him with a bomb rather than letting him up with speed on the last second. All of these things do make it a bit harder to get first place every ways, because you have more things involved than just driving. With all that being said, you do all of this work, but what for? What ending does it entail? The final boss is just 1v1 Eggman in the ending track, and once you defeat him, you get a picture that is honestly the best 90s Sonic picture I have ever seen. That being said, it is a downgrade to Sonic's 1 multiple endings. However, apart from the lore being non-existent, the rest of the elements are way better in this game than Sonic Drift 1, and honestly makes it the best spin-off I've covered so far, and is definitely going in to the top 5.